Yes, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is T-Man. Today I'm saying yes please to the Traktor Kontrol Z2. That is the Traktor Kontrol Z2. Sorry about the noise. Ella's got a ladder for some reason. I'm guessing she's going to join in. Yeah, so that's the Traktor Kontrol Z2. I've had this for years and it served me quite well. So it includes a Traktor Scratch Pro 2 with remix decks as well. So that was the box. And then you get little control vinyls. So you've got your control vinyl Mark IIs with the Traktor Scratch there, and obviously you put them. I'll go into that in a bit more detail. Yeah, so if you're looking for something and you use Traktor, depending on your setup. So if you've got if you're a mobile DJ and you use Traktor, or if you want to just use Traktor at home, or more if you've got like a sort of residential gig somewhere all the time, a residency, shall I say, then sometimes you can sort of set up your own gear and leave it there as well. If you're after something else, more club standard, maybe Pioneer would be better. But it all depends on what you're doing, where you are in the world, what the scenario is. So you can use it how you want. Right, I'll get it on the Kontrol Z2 for you now so you can have a look. Right, so that is the Traktor Kontrol Z2. So I've got a few different setups. I might have to sell this, I might not. I need some space in the studio and I've got other mixers and stuff like this. But this, it's not because it's no good, it's served me quite well. So you can use it as a standard mixer. So if you've got your two decks, go in your phono or line, whatever inputs you're using on the back, and you can use it so you mix your records, or if you've got CDs or whatever, and just use it without your laptop. It's also a controller as well. So if you press the Traktor buttons at the top there, that's these ones there. So that's the phono and line, and then you've got these ones as well. So you can use that. That's the Traktor buttons, and then you can start using it in between the two. So if you want to use it as a controller with the Traktor software, so if you've got the Traktor software, usually comes with them, so Traktor Pro or whatever was in this one too, and you just download native instruments, and then you can get your use your codes and download the software. So if we use the buttons here, then we can use all these buttons here. We'll use within the Traktor software, so your virtual DJing, so you've got all your music libraries, and then this is all set up. And then it also works really well with the phase, so I use it with the phase. So I have my two decks set up here, A and B, and then I put these on so they spin around like normal vinyl, and then I have my little phase on top, and then the phase you plug into the back like there, and then you've got your control vinyl all set up right there. As long as you just download the software and use it, that's fine. So you can just use it as a controller or vinyl, normal vinyl CDs, or with your control vinyl. So it's kind of like an all-around all-one. There might be newer ones, I'm not too sure yet, I haven't looked, but I've had this one for years. So if you're looking at getting something, I've got a few different setups and I'm slowly doing different videos. So I've got all the way from Newmark's little controllers that work with phones and tablets, iPads. I've done different videos over the time. I've got Traktor S2 if you just want a controller on its own with a laptop. Then S3, S4, you start getting more channels, more effects, more knobs and buttons and stuff like that. But this one works quite well. Then I've got, like, if you're after club standard stuff, so you might want to get some Pioneer DJ equipment if you want to practice on that and go to clubs and use USB. But it depends where you are in the world, what situation. So if you're a mobile DJ, it doesn't matter, you can have this set up, or you can take your controller. I've had this one set up at home, and then I used to take the Traktor S3s and stuff like that. Or if you're going to somewhere you don't want to get damaged, just go take your cheaper ones or whatnot and go through it. But it all depends on what you're doing, where you are in the world. If you some wedding DJs, I see they have their own setup there at a club and stuff, and they're doing some really cool loops and scratching and mixing. Maybe if you know the club owner, then you can have it all set up there. It all depends where you are in the world, what you use. But the club standard is Pioneer DJ, but you can use anything, and this is good if you're practicing and if you like Traktor and you just use it at home for fun, or whatever really. So I'll quickly take you through it. So we obviously got the bog standard mixer to go with the vinyl, control vinyl, and DJ controller. So that's it there. So if we look at the back panel, you have your AC power on this side, on and off. Then you have your USB, so that's like your printer style cable, right? And then that goes into your laptop. Then you've got some extra USB ports there for connections. You've got the two big ones here are XLR connections, right? So if you want to go straight to your speakers with them. Also next to them on the main out, you've got the RCA. So you've got the red and the white ones there. And next to that, you've got your booth out as well. So if you want your sound going to your booth or something else, you can have your 1/4-inch jacks on there as well. Then obviously on this side, you've got your phono and linos inputs there. So you've got A, deck B. And then on this side, you've got a microphone, 1/4-inch jack, and RCA in as well. So if you want something like that, which comes in quite handy if, say if I'm putting an extra bit of equipment on, if I'm using Ableton on the same one, or Ableton Light, I can have the sound coming into there as well. The booth or RCA, they come in handy for when I record. So like I'm recording now, I want to record with the XLR mic on, so these don't have phantom power. So if I use this next to it or whatever, or if I, like you see that coming out there, that records to my camera phone. So if I have that there, I can have the RCA coming straight out of here, recording onto my phone, and then the other one going to the speakers, and then another one going to the booth, or multiple speakers we've got around. So obviously I've mentioned the Traktor buttons up here. So you got the Traktor one, so you go, if you want to just go and use it with your control vinyl and use scratch, you press these buttons and it links up with Traktor, and then all these buttons connect as well, or back to the normal mixer. Obviously I mentioned the microphone a minute ago. That's the microphone right there. So you just press the microphone button, you've got the tone and you've got the volume button, and then that goes in there. You've got your macro effects as well, which is quite good because then you can actually set your effects within there, so how you want it set up to at once, and like just program your effects how you want them and put them on, and the same with the microphone, and then that works quite well. You've got your gains, so your bog standard, same on nearly every mixers. You've got your gains, you've got your EQs, you've got your highs, your mids and your lows here, and then you've got your filters. You can set your effects to your filters as well, so if you've got press one there, one there. If you want to press sync, you do it like press these and get it in sync. Obviously it's a little bit different with Traktor scratch and stuff like that, because you still have to kind of keep it in, but if you're just using it with something else or as a controller, they work really well. So you've got your gains for deck C, deck D, if you want to add your remix decks as well. So these loop buttons are really good. So you press the loop, so that, say if it's like 4, 8 or 16, 32 like that, if you turn them, it goes bigger and smaller. If you hold shift, then you can actually move the loop within the Traktor software as well. These are your cue points, so and you can go through them. You can go to the next page and set up more cue points. So if you got your cue point at the start on your first beat or something like that, or if you want to just sort of you've got one set up on a loop, you can press the loop button, set it up like that, and you can control all this through the mixer as well. And if you hold, you've got a setting button up there. If you want to browse your tracks as well, so you press that, press it down, and then your page will come up and you can look through it, and then you just load a track onto deck A or track to deck B, and then say you've got that set up. I haven't got set up over there at the moment. My laptop's down at the moment, but I've got Pioneer on there. But it's just the basic info if to explain the Traktor Kontrol Z2 and what it does. You've got your flux. You can tap these as well. Crossfader and faders. Then you've got your bars come up on these. These light up. All these light up different colors as well. You've got your 1/4 inch or your normal aux size one for, that's just a new mark sticker for some reason I put on there, and then depends how you use your cross as well. So it's quite good. It's audio interface. It's aluminium, I believe, made by Native Instruments, and you've got your bog standard. If you want a mixer and you want control vinyl and you want a control Traktor, and everything all in one, to be honest. So it's quite good. So if you've watched any videos I've done before, then you'll see that I've got it. I've been using it, and I'm using the decks like that, and I've got it set up in quite a few videos. At the moment, I've got Pioneer set up because I'm just doing some sort of club sets really. So I had to go down over USB, so I've had them set up. But I need to make some room in the studio, to be honest. Set your different effects here. Your cue buttons are there as well. So if you want to listen, deck A, deck B, your headphone volume's there as well. And then you can mix as well. So you press it, mix it in, and have it all set up. And that's pretty much it really. You can go through the settings, and then if you hold shift and do other buttons as well, like I said, with the loop sizes and stuff like that. And if you hold shift while you're searching through, you go into different playlists, and there's different little setups. But I mean, it does the job, and it served me quite well. So obviously that was the box that it originally came in. I just found that in the attic. And then it's got all your stuff on the back, and it comes with your codes and stuff like that, and you just sort of go through it really. So macro effects knobs, yeah, that was these, like I just said. Loop decoder was these, what I said, stuff like that, and sort of go through it. And then you can get the other products that go with it as well. So I used to have a Traktor Kontrol F1, but I sold it. I haven't had the X1 before, but if some people are big Traktor fans, so they'll just use whatever they want really. So yeah, so that's pretty much it really. That was the Traktor Kontrol Z2. So yeah, it's a nice little bit of kit really, and it's quite well made, and you got everything you kind of need on there if you want a bunch of Traktor set up really, and put it on there. I'll do it once I get my laptop working again, because it's just gone down, which is a bit annoying, so I'm out of music. I'm going to go through and I'll show you all the loop buttons and everything on the screen with it all lighting up, and I'll go into further detail there and show you it all working, and then I'll show it with the phase. I'm also going to set up my phase with the Pioneer gear eventually, but we'll see how it goes. Right, take it easy. My name's T-Man. I'll speak to you soon.